Okay, so we have a member in our group, Justice for Devin and Damon, and she's a supporter of Darlie Routier. And she comes in and we speak to her, and it's not an issue. She says her opinion, and that's good. But I put a post in there about my group remembering Travis Alexander on Facebook. So I started it about a week before the trial with my friend Wild About Trial, who was inside of the Maricopa County courthouse when it was going on and was giving us updates. And I figured since I had the update and somebody inside the courtroom, that I would just start a group, and it would we were getting up to date court proceedings. He would come out of the courtroom and tell us what happened, and then go back in. So we were getting it quickly. But anyways, this female, Bojana, I think her name is, pretty name, claims that, well, Travis was using Jodi, and he was seeing other women, and he messed with her knowing she was a stalker. I said, so are you saying that he deserved what he got? She's like, no. But that's, she just kept on going on, kind of defended Travis, or Jodi, for killing Travis. And she said he had all these girlfriends. Well, she didn't. He had another girlfriend, but so did Jodi. He kept trying to get rid of Jodi, and she would throw the pussy at him. And men are weak when it comes to pussy. Some men. I would take one look at her naked. I've seen the pictures. It looks like a Scud missile hit her in the butthole, if you ask me. But anyway, this Bojana is just really sticking up for Jodi. So I wanted to remind her of a part during the sentencing right here, when the baby cried, as she was speaking about her family and how much family she's got, and why she shouldn't get the death penalty, and blah 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 blah. Well, this baby cried in the back of the courtroom, and when she turns around, that look she gives the baby. How dare you steal my 15 minutes of fame? Then she turns around and goes, puffs at a baby. So I want you to see what you're defending here, just for a second.
Judge Miss Arias has a few words to say.
Judge, I just want to respond to a few of the things that were said earlier. My legal team and I tried to settle this case on 4 different occasions before trial. We tried 2 times before the 2013 trial, and what Samantha said was not accurate. I was not the one who refused to settle. It was Travis's family.
She was the one that refused to settle. Samantha was right. Samantha, Travis's sister, was a police officer, I believe, in San Diego.
Who not only refused to settle and insisted on both trials, but then they bragged about it all over social media, including posting a group photo on the steps of this very courthouse, holding out all of their thumbs down.
She had to put the thumbs down. She did the thumbs down thing, so the justice sued her.
Refusing to settle.
Refusing to give you a very light sentence, yeah.
As for not wanting the death penalty, it's my firm belief that death would bring me untold peace and freedom. That's my personal belief. If I died today, I would be free and I would be at peace.
If you were dead, you wouldn't be at anything. You wouldn't be at peace. You wouldn't remember it. You wouldn't be at peace dead. How do you know that?
For years, that's exactly what I wanted. But I had to fight for my life just like I did on June 4th, 2008, because I realized how...
She's fighting for her life on that day as, Travis is attacking her. But there's pictures of him in that shower, and she's got him at gunpoint when he's sitting down in the shower. You can tell by looking at him. They even did a comparison on her iris, and it kind of in Travis's iris, and kind of shows her in the background. Then she stabbed him 29 times, shot him once, and sliced his throat wide open. Stabbed him in the back. But she was fighting for her life.
How selfish it would be for me to escape accountability for this mess that I've created. I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters, several nieces and nephews, a mom, a dad, 8 aunts,
attention went directly to the cause of what was stealing her moment, right?
Nine uncles.
See how quickly her evil ass and attention was focused on that baby? That baby's Travis. She's talking about her family that loves her. Travis didn't want to be forgotten. He's not. To see my group, remembering Travis Alexander on Facebook. You can meet his family there. Samantha, and Tanisha, and Harold, and Allie, and Steven.
I've created. I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters, several nieces and nephews, a mom, a dad, 8 aunts.
That baby.
9 uncles, over 20 cousins that I've grown up with, as well as countless friends, all of whom would suffer greatly if I took my own life or if I allocated and begged for the death penalty and then got it.
She's basically saying she's staying alive for her family. Her sister that she calls stupid all the time. Her sister that actually does have a child and a relationship with her first cousin. But she says she's staying out with her. Right.
I did not drag Travis through the mud. I protected Travis's reputation for years.
You
I
did
did
not protect Travis's reputation for years. You accused the man of being a child molester. You said you caught him with pictures of children, yet you still wanted to sleep with him.
say he was an influential person. I kept his skeletons in the closet all to my own detriment for years. What I testified to was not false. They were not made up. They were not things that I wanted to get out into public either. But when
She's a liar. Remember, she looked right at the guy on the interview and said, "Look, no jury will convict me, and you can mark my words on that. No jury will convict me."
on the stand, I told the truth.
She did not tell the truth. Gas cans, Walmart, flipping the license plate upside down, the color of the car, everything was all premeditated.
Your Honor was also here during the second trial when a lot of evidence came to light that supported my testimony from people that never even knew me but knew Travis. I do remember, as I testified to this, I'm sorry, I think I would have testified to this in the 2014 trial. I do remember the moment when the knife went into Travis's throat and he was conscious.
See, look what she did right here. She wanted to let her family know, his family know, that when she slit his throat and almost cut his head completely the fuck off, that he knew it was her. He was still alive when she slit his throat. That's overkill. She slit his throat while he was laying on the ground.
He was still trying to attack me.
He's still trying to attack her with 29 stab wounds, shot to the head.
It was I who was trying to get away, not Travis.
She
And
wasn't trying to get away. She said that she went into the closet, jumped up on the shelf, grabbed Travis's gun that he didn't own.
I did. I never wanted it to be that way, Judge.
No, you wanted to go to Cancun, and you found out that he was dating another woman, and he's taking her to Cancun. So if you can't have him, nobody will.
The gunshot did not come last. It came first. And that was when Travis lunged at me, just as I testified to, and just as...
Bullshit. They proved that Travis couldn't have been lunging at her and got shot where he was shot at.
The state's own detective testified 2 years ago before he and Juan got together and decided to change their story for trial.
She calls Juan by his first name. Not Mr. Martinez, not Prosecutor Martinez, but Juan. All for Juan and Juan for all.
As for not being abused, maybe I wasn't as badly abused as Travis and his siblings were by their parents. But
They weren't abused terribly bad. They were neglected. Their parents were drug addicts. They weren't beaten, but they were completely neglected.
I didn't consider it abuse either. I didn't consider being beaten and hit and all those things abuse. That was discipline in my family. That's how
Beaten and hit.
my parents were disciplined by their parents. That's why I didn't consider those things abuse. I understand now that that's abuse. So for Samantha to say that I was not a victim of abuse is wrong, because I was.
She was not a victim of his abuse at all. He never laid a hand on her.
My family understands that now, and we, like my mom said, I didn't come with instructions. They did the best they could. They didn't do it because they're bad parents. They did it because they thought that they were disciplining us, and that's the best that they knew how. The most important thing I want to say is that I am very sorry for the enormous pain that I've caused the people that love Travis. I never thought I would cause so many people so much pain. I live every day wishing that I could undo what I did to Travis. For years, that's exactly what I wanted. But I had to fight for my life just like I did on June 4th, 2008, because I realized how selfish it would be for me to escape accountability for this mess that I've created. I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters, several nieces and nephews, a mom, a dad, 8 aunts.
There you go, Bojana. There you go, Bojana. If that doesn't tell you anything right there, that she wanted her 15 minutes of fame, then you'll never understand.
Accountability for this mess that I've created. I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters, several nieces and nephews, a mom, a dad, 8 aunts.
You let that sit in while you're defending that bitch.